everybody, soybean farmer here. Well, we're headed to Bailey, North Carolina on this beautiful January the 2nd, year 2020, delivering the last load from the little farm. Am I gonna get this light? That's gonna be so sweet. I am. Yelled at about being too far over this time. Let it drift on over and stop. Good morning. Well, that's heavier than the last load. That's 19,140 pounds. So that is more. 15.2. Well, I caught them about 15. But that's alright. We can live with that. We're happy to get them in here. Uh-oh. Well, that's that sickle pod doing that to us, and they're heavy. Oh well.
Hey everybody, I'm sitting over here in the truck, thinking about this thing, thinking about this year, and running the numbers through my mind. And 2019 was not a very good year. Actually, it was somewhat disappointing. The yield for the overall average of the farm was way down. And I think it was the weather. There were 3 drought periods during one of them was in a critical stage, a reproductive stage on the beans. That's an R stage. And they need water at that time. And then we got too much rain, stayed too wet. There was areas that drowned it out. I lost the area to the nematodes. So I'd only planted 20 acres this year because I had other areas that I was letting lay out. I put the sorghum on it, soil improvement type program I had there. And out of that 20 acres, lost about an acre to being stuff drowned it out and that nematode problem. So anyhow, I'll talk about this ticket I got in my hand. There was 165 bushels on the truck, it felt like, when I was coming up those hills. And the moisture came in at 15.2% moisture, which for the spot price that I got, and yeah, beans went up since the last ones I sold. Spot price here was $9.08, which was pretty good. And the boy gave me grace on foreign matter. It weighed out on the scale at 1.1, which should have been 0.1% dockage on foreign matter, but he wrote the ticket 1.0. I thanked him for that. Well, time I did the multiplier for taking off the moisture, we got, 81 cents off the spot price. But I'm just, praise God, it is what it is, and I'm took care of. I run the math through my head, and because I did not have any major breakdowns, I think I've come out about even. Because of the fertilizer, that stuff was expensive, but I wanted to try it, and I did see, big plants, a lot of greenery, a lot of growth. The beans just did not fill out well. They were small, and when you got small beans, it takes more of them to make weight, or to make what we call a bushel. So the yield was down. But if my math, running it through my head, I can go home and look at all the numbers on paper where they're actually absolute numbers. I think I came out about even. Now, I'm not farming to earn a living. No, I'd starve to death. I'm farming so I can keep my land. I live in Wake County, North Carolina, second fastest growing county in the southeast. People moving here every day. I think I saw on the news one night last week, they said 87 people a day move into Wake County. And as a result, the value of the land goes up. My land's not for sale. Been in my family, there's 6 generations of my family that Scotch boy makes the 6th generation. I'm the 5th generation that's been on that land. It's not for sale. But the property taxes, because of the land value, are astronomical, real high. And thank God we've got land use programs. One of them's forestry, and the one I'm in is agriculture. And by complying to the rules and regulations, those high taxes are deferred, not forgiven, but deferred. So as long as I can stay in farming, I'll be able to pay what the county requires me to pay. I hope I don't ever fall out of farming. So all in all, I achieved my goal. I satisfied the county requirements, so I get to keep my land for another year. And I'm going to farm another year. So I'll be back next year farming. Between now and then, there's what should have been, some people call it fall tillage. Well, date's January the 2nd, and I just finished hauling my last load and just got the last of the beans off the land yesterday. And with time constraints like they are, with my time off from the cigar shop, and with all this rain that we've had since the end of October, the ground's actually too wet to work. So don't work wet ground. You make a big mess when you do that. So as soon as things dry out a little bit, we'll be doing fall tillage here in the wintertime, which is fine with me. I got a big sack suit. That thing's mighty warm. I'll put that thing on and get up there on that 40-20 and have a good time. And with all those lights on that 40-20, I can do it at night. If I can't get off work, I'll just come home, eat a spot of something, and jump on the tractor and go out there and get the work done. Farming's fun. It's like cousin was telling me. I was thanking him for being willing to take his days off and get out there and do that work. And he basically looked at me and he said, "You're allowing me to use your equipment to have a lot of joy in my life." Farming to him was a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. And I'm just blessed that works out that way, that he's wanting to come over and get involved. So I thank God for all the blessings that have been poured out on me. I thank God for getting me through this year. And I'd like to thank each and every one of you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. It's been a lot of fun talking to the people in the comments. It's been a lot of fun interacting with the people that make comments. And I've actually had a lot of fun making videos. I need to go home and get my new computer out of the box. I've been using Windows 7, and end of life, end of support is January 15th. And my computer, I tried it, it will not run Windows 10 worth a flip. Windows 10 needs a lot more RAM than Windows 7, and my processor is like 12, almost 13 years old technology. So I decided to go with a big upgrade, treat myself. Core i9 processor, and jumped way up to 32 gigabytes of RAM. So that's probably going to be a lot of fun. I just need to get it out of the box and load it up and play computer. And if it rains Friday, which is tomorrow, and I got tomorrow off, you know, imagine that. Get a day off from work and it rains. Wow. But, you know, if it rains tomorrow, I'll probably get my new computer out of the box and set that thing up, see how it runs. Again, everybody, thank you very much for watching my videos. Let me go home now. Bye, y'all.